If you're an artist making music, then let me tell you why you need to stop making music videos and what you should do instead. A couple of weeks back, I put out a TikTok in which I voiced my opinion, trade in the music video, because the music video is dead. And it got nearly 500,000 views and a lot of hate. The problem with TikTok is there's no context, so I wasn't able to put across the reasons why. And as most people don't understand the music industry, it just meant people were triggered. But in this video, I'm going to tell you the real reasons why you shouldn't make a music video and all of the things that you should do to get your music heard. So come with me on a journey. Now, back in the day, which was probably a Friday before the days of music videos, there were feature films featuring artists. So record labels would make actual films featuring artists like the Beatles or Elvis, and then they would put them out on TV networks. Now, this isn't exactly a music video, but it's the same principle. This means a record label would spend a bunch of money making something and a bunch of money distributing it. Now, there's been no real difference in about 70 years. Record labels will use money to get attention and discovery for an artist to be able to build them up so that they can monetize. Now, this carried on for a while, but it was the 1980s that really made the difference when it came to the music video. MTV was launched on the 1st of August 1981, with the very first music video being Buggles' Video Killed the Radio Star. How ironic. And so spawned an entire culture change where people would stop listening to the radio and they would tune in and watch MTV on repeat, even though it would be the same videos on a loop. But what it meant was millions of people were tuned in, and so therefore it became the ultimate promotion tool for any record label to get an artist discovery and attention. The music video became guaranteed instant success because the labels knew if they could get a video on MTV played on loop, then it was only a matter of time before that record would chart. Now, the obvious problem here is the amount of money it cost to play the game, so it meant the labels with a barrier to entry. In the 1980s, a low-tier video, a low-budget video, would probably cost you around $100,000. And if you were a mid-tier band making a mid-tier video, it would probably cost you $500,000. And if you were a top-tier band or a top-tier artist, it would probably cost you upwards of $1 million just to make the music video. But this was a fight for eyeballs. You knew you could get instant success, so videos got more lavish and more expensive, to the point where in 1995, Michael Jackson made the video Scream, which cost $7 million. Now, in today's money, that's probably more like $14 million on one 3, 4, 5-minute video. Now, over the next 3 to 4 decades, consumption habits changed and people started to switch off MTV and started to watch YouTube and other channels instead. In 2011, the VMAs, the Video Music Awards, was watched by 12 million people. In 2021, 10 years later, it was less than 900,000 people. That is 7.5% of the viewership from 10 years earlier. And then roll on to the last few years. Now there is zero barrier to entry. You can make a video for nothing, and you can house it for anybody to watch for nothing. So whilst the barrier to entry is gone, there is now a new problem. How are you going to cut through 1 million music videos which have all been made for $1? Now I hear what you're saying. Damian, I didn't come here for a music lesson. You said stop making music videos and I want the proof. I do understand. But you can see that over the last 60 plus years, the music video has been the privilege of the record label and the major label artist. But here's a few things that you might not have known. Did you know that up until recently, and by recently I mean literally the last 3 or 4 years, paid promotion on YouTube would count towards many music charts? Now think about that. YouTube had a system where not only could you make and house a video, but then you could pay fractions of a penny for people to see it, and those views would count towards an official chart. Well, that changes the game because labels have always had the money to rig the game. And that's what that was. That was basically saying, well, hang on a minute, UMG grossed $10 billion last year. Well, okay, we'll just rig the game, just put more money into views, and those views will not only get seen by more people, which will then build the brand of that artist, but even better than that, it'll count towards the official chart. So for several decades, the game has been rigged by the major labels, something we all know, but it's not pay to play, it's been pay to win. But that isn't the main reason why you should stop making a music video, because YouTube has changed. And unless you've got a way of getting your music on MTV, if it's still there whilst it's playing its pregnant 16-year-olds, YouTube is the place where you are going to house your music video. But the algorithm has changed. Now, your subscribers don't necessarily get to see your content. Mr. Beast has put pay to that by basically giving away the world or the universe or whatever the hell he does now. And so now it comes down to title and thumbnail. Now, it's not so much about a search engine. Now, it's about the discovery page. So now, not only is your competition every music video like it was when it was on MTV, now it's every single video that's uploaded to YouTube. And there are 500 hours of videos uploaded to YouTube every single minute of the day. And so therefore, you are trying to fight an algorithm. But fighting an algorithm with a music video is a really dumb thing to do. Now, I can hear what you're saying. You're saying, Damian, record labels spend money on music videos and every artist makes a music video, so what do labels do? Well, labels do what they've always done. They pay for discovery. Yes, they pay to make a music video, but then they have to pay a lot more money to make sure that music video on YouTube gets seen by the right people. So knowing this, if you're making a music video and you're going to house it on YouTube, you need to make sure you've got the budget to be able to push that on YouTube. And for every dollar or pound that you are putting into your music video, I would recommend that you're probably going to need double, if not triple, to make sure that making that video was worthwhile. Now, here are a couple of facts. Number one, if you make a music video, it is harder to get people to go to YouTube to watch the music video than it is to get them to go to Spotify and listen to your song. If you are making the music video to try and build the brand so that they go to Spotify to listen to your song, you've just made it harder. And number two, if you're making a music video and you are aware that you have to put money into getting attention on that music video, I'm here to tell you there are cheaper ways of getting attention. There are much cheaper platforms where you can get 2, 3, 4 times the discovery for the same price as pushing a music video. So what is the answer? Well, the answer is very, very simple. The music's on Spotify and the discovery right now is on TikTok, to the point where if you sit in a major label meeting, you'll hear the word TikTok probably every 30 seconds for the entire 20 or 30 minute you're in there. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. What about Instagram? Yeah. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. That's the key. That's what they want. Why? Because they're not idiots. Because they understand that's where the discovery is. And because a good piece of content could potentially get you hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views of discovery on your brand, on your music that potentially can start to push across to Spotify. And you get to be creative. So instead of making a music video that people will now watch once because this is not 1995, now you get to make 30 or 40 or 50 mini music videos that you're proud of that every single day can push out to people that potentially can see and enjoy and want to go and listen to your music. Now, lastly, I know that people are going to still make music videos, and I got told in no uncertain terms by many people, just let artists do what they want. I've got no problem with that as long as they understand why they're doing it and the problems with what they are doing. Now, if you are determined to make a music video, the only way I can see this working is very simple. If you make a music video that has the potential of going viral, I'm talking about OK Go and their style of video, then potentially if someone sees it and goes, "Have you seen this?" Maybe, just maybe, you will get more eyes on the prize because it will be shared as opposed to watched. But if you're just going to make a music video for the sake of a music video, then you got to be prepared to put in that money. Otherwise, you're going to be very disappointed with the numbers, and that's the bit I'm trying to stop. So here's the deal. Only spend time on the most important things. Taking time and money to make a music video when you can use that time and money to probably make 20, 30, 40, 50 pieces of content that you can post on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reels, and YouTube Shorts every single day, each of which has got 1,000 possibilities of discovery more than YouTube. That to me is the answer. Now, if that's pissed you off, then this video is really going to piss you off. So guys, thank you so much. Let me know what your thoughts are below. As always, I'll see you again soon.